Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They booted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Alvarez. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Kendricks. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the RPO, complete.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Gets away from one, finds room. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's McDonald. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Handoff from the gun. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Got a little space. Inside the 40. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q.
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout by the offense.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. To throw, it's McDonald. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He's got it down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's McDonald. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Looking for the two-point try. Motion from the back. The snap sets up the throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Offense working from the pistol. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To the air, it's McDonald. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top again. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. Ninth snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.